Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Lundi, Gras, Rant. So, hello, I'm your host, Sid Patrick. I will wait till a few of you get in. It is Lundi Gras here in New Orleans, Louisiana, and we have completed the tarot videos, and our family is in from Norway, and so as soon as Magni gets a chance, he'll finish that last video and put it all in a nice little folder for you guys so you can get in there and check out the tarot with Sid package, and it covers pretty much all of the Rider Waite deck and how to read tarot. So that's coming up, and then Wednesday night, my co-host Alicia Nicole and myself will get together, and we will talk to you about some new topics for a couple of weeks, and then we're going to get into some symbology for one night, and we're going to move on from there. So hope you enjoying hope you enjoying classes and things. Touch and Eternity is around the corner, so that is the big purpose of TE the podcast, is promoting Touch and Eternity, which is going to be a wonderful live event in Orlando, Florida this year, and it's filling up. We have a great group of people that is joining us, and we're going to have a lot of fun this year, bringing you a lot of interesting classes. This week, I'm working on posting the classes so that in the schedule so that you can see what's coming. So I'm going to be trying to call the tutors to get some specifics from them this week. And so hopefully by the weekend, I should have something posted so you can kind of see what the schedule is going to be like in Orlando so that you can rearrange your fun. And yes, I'm a little sunburned from Saturday's parade, so that's why the lips are red. And I've got some chapstick. I mean lipstick, some chapstick on those. So it got me a nice tan. We were out on the parade all day on Saturday with the fam. We had a great time. Met some great, wonderful people. Which brings me just to say that you couldn't tell. I mean, everybody was where we were anyway. Everyone was getting along well. There were really, you could see a lot of love. There was a lot of sharing, a lot of caring, a lot of love. There was your little things. There were a lot of some kids who were, um, young kids who were just trying, was a little annoying at times. But other than that, I mean, everybody was getting along, having fun. We were out there all day from 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning until 7:30, 8 o'clock, at night, because you have to get out there early and get your spot and wait. And as the parade gets near, it gets fuller and fuller and fuller and fuller, and then everything starts lighting up as the sun starts to go down, and they start throwing all these light up beads. The whole street starts lighting up with festivities, and everything is flashing and blinking, and it's absolutely a gorgeous, gorgeous parade. So I hope some of you made it out there to see the parade, because it was a lot of fun. So I'm going to wait for a few people. I see one has signed in. I'm waiting for a few people to sign in. So please say hello. I do not have any way of seeing who's on TikTok right now. I don't know if Magni's going to bring me a tablet or something so I can see. He has not yet fixed it. There is an app out where I can see who's on TikTok. Um, so once he gets that app appropriately working, I will be able to see everybody's comments. So that'll be right now. I can only see who's on Facebook and who is on YouTube. So thank you for joining. And tonight I want to talk a little bit. I'm going to round out the tarot class a little bit and see if anybody had any questions. I'm going to talk a little bit about where we're going to take the podcasts, in which direction. I'm going to talk a little bit about some upcoming events that we have coming up. I definitely want to talk a little bit about Touch and Eternity. So I just kind of want to tell people what to expect, and I don't want to rush through it, because normally when I'm trying to teach or have something else going on, I kind of rush through everything. So I kind of really just want to tell people a lot about what is really going on, and so that they know how to find things, they know how to how to locate the information, the appropriate information, and what to expect. So First of all, the first thing I want to say is I learned today, and I just posted this on Facebook, that someone has created a face, and we have reported it. Someone has created a Facebook page with my name on it, and it looks like they're trying to promote Touch in Eternity, and I believe they're trying to collect payment on that page. That is not me, and you can tell by the number of followers. There are zero followers. I have over 3,000 followers on Facebook, so you will know that that's not me if you don't see that many followers on that page. I think what they're trying to do is get people to purchase Touch in Eternity through Facebook. Know that the only way you can ever purchase um, a seat at one of my events is through my personal website. And my personal website is sid-patrick.com. That is the only way you can ever purchase a seat at one of my events. The only way you can ever get schedule a reading through me is through my through Stacy, which the number is posted on that website, to call Stacy, and she handles all bookings from me. Don't ever get, you can never be, I will never solicit you on Facebook to get a reading as far as saying, pay here or anything like that. No, the only way you can ever get a reading, to get a private reading from me is by calling Stacy and scheduling an appointment. I do free readings sometimes online. You'll see me do. I'll reach out and do some free readings sometimes, or at the end of a podcast, I might reach out and do a couple of free readings. Or the other night, I did a couple of tarot readings online where we had the camera set up where you could see the table and I could lay out the cards so you could see them. So I will do some of those for free, but I will never, never, never charge online. Charge, like, you always have to go through Stacy to set an appointment. I will never take a payment. I will never ask you for money online. You have to go through Stacy and book an appointment. She'll ask for payment, or if you come to my home, you will pay me directly. So that's how it works. Don't ever be scammed by someone online, on TikTok or on Facebook. So I did, like I said, I got alerted today that someone created a page in my name, and I wanted to get that out there because I do a lot of events, and I got a few coming up that I'm going to tell you about. So let's talk about those. So Friday, March the 8th, is our monthly grief group, and it's always on a Saturday, and it usually lasts anywhere from an hour and a half to 3 hours. Okay. The cost of that grief group is $20. Except for the one group a year where I do the gallery, and even then I want to spend most of it back to you for food and drinks and stuff. But normally, I don't keep any of that money. That money goes to food, it goes to drinks, it goes to the event or to the art or craft that we do each month. Each month is a different type of event or a different craft. An example, for Christmas, we made Christmas ornaments with our loved ones in them. I bought all the supplies. You just brought the pictures of your loved ones, and we created ornaments for our Christmas trees with our loved ones' faces on them. For Valentine's, we did for New Year's, I actually did a gallery. That was the one that I actually do, that I did keep it. Then I bought food and I gave out gifts and stuff like that. So I mean, a lot of the money went back into to everybody that came. For February, we did Valentine cards to our loved ones and to each other, and we decorated bags, and then we wrote out Valentines, and then we sealed them and we put them in bags, and then we took those bags home, and then we sat and we drank some wine or a mimosa, and then we opened those up and we had moments with our loved ones. That was in February. For March, the March event, I am going to, since it's St. Patrick's Day, it's actually going to be held March 8th, which is right by the Ides of March. So, but what I think I'm going to do is, I'm gonna buy all the supplies to create good luck candles. So I'm gonna buy all the supplies for everybody to make lucky candles, and we're gonna make a good luck candle for St. Patrick's Day to bring you guys some luck, those who come to the grief group. And we're gonna still do our grief talking and our grief counseling, and then we're gonna make good luck candles. So those who come will get to make a good luck candle and take it home, and I will give you the instructions on what to do with it, and we're gonna let it ferment for 7 days, and then we're gonna burn it. We're gonna try to bring luck into our lives with St. Patty's Day. So that's what we will do for the month of March. I was gonna see about watching a movie about grief, and maybe do something fun, but I might save that for a different type of event. I'm thinking about doing something kind of extra special one month. So I'm waiting to see. When the group gets big enough, I'm actually thinking about maybe doing something like one gigantic big event. But anyway, that's grief group. That is this Saturday. It's at my home. All the instructions are on my website, sid-patrick.com. That is this Saturday. Like I said, this event is going to be where we're going to be doing some grief counseling, talking about our grief and talking about healing from it. And we're going to be making I'm going to buy all the stuff to make our good luck candles. And we may make more than one. We'll see how many people we got and how many candles I get. So I'm going to go pick up all those supplies this week, and we will be crafting some good luck candles for St. Patrick's Day. So if y'all can find some 4-leaf clovers, bring them. That's always a nice addition to your good luck candle. On March 9th, and we have a few people, we can hold up to 20. I don't know how many people have signed up for this yet. I have been busy working and visiting with family and celebrating Mardi Gras and dealing with trying to ride in a parade that was canceled tomorrow. Well, for my niece to go on a parade that was canceled tomorrow. So it's just been constant go, go, go. But March the 9th, I am teaching a free class, me and Misty Gaither. She's on Quest, the True Crime and Paranormal Talk Show podcast. Misty Gaither and I will be teaching a class on sensing, and then we'll be taking you to a cemetery, a very old cemetery, and you're going to be using the things that we teach you and see what you can sense about this old cemetery. It's going to be about a 4-hour event, because you're going to come to my home. We're going to teach the class, and it's like about a 45-minute drive to this cemetery. We're going to sense the cemetery, and then we're going to go to either a restaurant or bar. It's going to be the group's choice. We'll give you a choice of 2 places that we can go. We're going to sit, and we're going to talk about what you felt. You're going to bring a notebook and pencil or pen on this journey with you, and you're going to walk the cemetery. You're going to find a place that you feel comfortable in. And you're gonna take a moment, and you're just gonna start writing what you're feeling, what you're getting, what you're sensing, and then we're gonna go and we're gonna share your experiences and what you felt as a group, because many of y'all are going to get some of the same things, and that's what's really cool. Because y'all learning to sense, and y'all will pick up some of the same feels, some of the same stuff. But this is a very old cemetery with a lot of history. So hopefully, we will see what y'all are feeling. And that is on March the 9th. And then on March the 29th is Nacho Dead People. So that's a Saturday, and that's Trenny Simmons and I will be at Agave restaurant. It's a Mexican restaurant in St. Bernard Highway, right next to the courthouse in Chalmette. We're going to be there at 2 p.m. And it'll be, you'll have nachos and dips on all the tables for everybody to eat. You'll be able to order, that's covered, that's paid for. You'll be able to purchase a drink, anything that you're drinking, and you'll be able to, there'll be 2 items to order if you want to order more than just nachos. There'll be, I believe it's all on my website. I believe one is like a grilled chicken taco, and the other one is a burrito. So either one of those things you can order if you want more food-based stuff, but those are at your expense. But we cover the nachos and the dips. They got really great fries there. I might order some fries because the fries they come with a cheese dip are absolutely wonderful. They're better than McDonald's because they're real potatoes. But anyway, really good stuff. And then Trini and I are gonna cross it. We want you to dress the part. We want you to have a lot of fun with it. We'll have music. It's a lot of fun. It's a really fun event. If you've ever get a moment, go visit the webpage for it. It's a lot of fun. We did one in actually we did one at Don Jose's in Kenner. They've actually asked. I was just there this week with my family, and the manager came out and talked to me. He wants us to come back, but it's kind of too soon because we're getting ready to do one. So I don't want it to be too close. So I did send the message to Trendy because we will come back out to Kenner. We filled Don Jose's. We actually had a waiting list for Don Jose's, and everybody that went had a blast. It is a lot of fun. You're drinking margaritas, you're eating nachos. Some people were ordering food. It's a lot of fun. The event lasts about an hour and a half, but they get there a little early. You're eating, you're drinking, you're having fun, and we're cutting up. We're having a good time. We're all dressed, very colorful. You see me, I'm in a gold shirt. It's a lot of fun. So come join us for Nacho Dead People on the 29th. Now, the big event. The big event is Touching Eternity, and it's the Orlando event, and it's June 4th to June 8th. You have to get your room before the end of April because the prices are going to skyrocket after. Well, they're just going to go up. But right now, if you get your room for Touching Eternity, the the conference, it is the rooms are $79 a night plus $15 resort fee. The resort fee is normally $30, and the rooms are usually a lot more. The resort fee includes, so people think like, oh, a resort fee. Let me tell you, this resort fee includes your bus ride several times a day to the theme parks and back. It includes your towel service to the pools on the property and the jacuzzi. It includes a bus ride to a shopping center and back. So if you want to do some shopping. It also includes, there's also, if you park on the property, it costs money. But for my guests or the guests for Touching Eternity, the parking is free. So that's another perk. If you want to drive or bring family with you because maybe you want to go to the parks, because another good advantage, they offered this low rate of $79 plus this resort fee for 2 days before the conference and 2 days after the conference. So if you wanted to stay after or come early to enjoy the parks and not let it interfere with your conference experience, you can have advantage of that rate. If you want to bring family and let them go to the parks while you're at the conference, that's great too. They can go out and do that while you're at the conference, and you'll have the evenings. Most of the evenings will be free for you to do that as well, if you wanted to go to the parks in the evening times. So there's, this is a lot to. This will be a great opportunity. Also, there's a restaurant in the hotel. There's a grocery in the hotel. There's a little theater in the hotel for kids if you want to bring the kids with you. But the kids are not going to be allowed in the conference. They'll be allowed in the hotel and at the pool and lots of things to do around, but not actually in the conference itself. Because there's, because it's a major conference. There's a lot going on. We have 5 of us teaching at this conference, and so there's 5 tutors, 5 instructors, and we're going to be working with you in multiple ways. You do not, I want to repeat this, you do not have to be psychic or a medium to come to this conference. There is something for everyone. But you probably do have to have an interest in those types of things if you're going to enjoy the conference. What I like about this year is that one price really covers all the things that are class related. So I want to say it that way. There are a couple of extra things you can purchase. Okay, but everything that's class related is covered. Meaning, seances, the seance with Scott is included. It's included. Last time you got one included. This time there's only one, so it's included. The demonstration with Dominic, if you're a student, it's included in the price. It's not extra. They were not allowing people from the outside in this time. That was different. Last time they allowed people from the outside in. This time it's strictly all about the students. Um, I'm going to probably do a demonstration as well. That'll be included. I'm going to do a demonstration of some type. I'm not sure which. If I'm going to do mediumship, since Dominic's doing medium, I might do something different. Okay, that's included. Um, all the classes with all 5 instructors are included. I believe there's going to be a morning meditation, and those are included. There's no extra fee for that, which is very different. You know, before last time we had stuff, there were things that cost extra. You know, that were classes and stuff that were added, or seances that were added that you could pay extra and go to. This year for the price, that's all included. What will cost extra are, if you would like an aura photo, the aura camera will be there. You don't have to get one. It'll be there. If you'd like a photo, you can have one. It is extra. It's not mandatory. It's just something that'll be there if you want one. And you'll get a reading with that from me. Or you'll get one from the people with the camera, but then if you want me to read it, I'll read it for you at no extra charge than what they charged you for it, and they're going to give you one, and I'll give you one. As long as I have the time to I'm sure I will. I'll make the time to read it for you. If any of the tutors, they have not decided whether they're going to offer readings or sessions yet. If everything is, because we never know, like, we never know if, you know, things are going to run smooth or not, like if we have any hiccups or not. Somebody might get sick, something might happen, you know, something, you know. So, but if everything runs smooth and the tutors decide to offer, you know, a session, like, you know, a session, they might not. If they do, we will let you know. Those would be an extra cost to them personally, not to the conference. So sometimes they will do that. I don't know if they haven't in the past. I don't think they have in the past that I can remember. But we always say it's a possibility. You know, because usually we're so busy and we're so tired because we're all constantly working, helping each other, breaking down stuff, setting up stuff. So it just really, really depends. Also, this year we will have some T-shirts for sale, and we may you know, we may give some away as prizes, but I can't guarantee that. There will be some that will be for sale. If people want T-shirts, they will be available. They are on the website. I know somebody done bought 2. What else do we? Oh, we have a meet and greet. I almost forgot. That's included with the classes. You meet and greet. So there'll be a night. I think it's the first night. Wednesday night is a meet and greet where the hotel will furnish a glass of a mimosa or plain champagne. And it's, you come in, you get a glass, and we're all going to meet and talk. And we cover the first drink, and after that, if you want, there'll be an open bar. If you want more alcohol, you can get that. But we're going to buy the first drink, and for everybody, it's like a social for us to all meet each other and say hello and welcome everybody to the conference. So that is the first night. So like I said, it's going to be a great conference, and it's Wednesday through Sundays. It's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's 5 days of fun. Wednesday is more of a registration day and a getting everybody in day, and then the classes will really be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday will also be an earlier day. So we try to make them. We try to put. We have a light day Wednesday and a light day Sunday because we know people like to come in and some people have to leave and get back to work. But the heavy days are going to be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So that's when all the big events are going on. You have the meet and greet Wednesday night. And then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday are heavy days with classes. And then Sunday's a light day. Wednesday's a light day. So you won't miss a whole lot on Wednesday if you can't get there too late. You won't miss a whole lot if you have to leave early on Sunday. Usually on Sunday is when we hold the auction, which is usually the toys from the seance. We will usually do that on a Sunday before we go. So I post the seance. We usually, so I don't know when the seance is going to be, what night it's going to be on, but usually we'll do that on Sunday, or we'll do a group gathering and a talk, and we'll talk about future events and stuff like that. On Sunday we'll have a panel board where you can come ask us questions, talk to us about the event. We usually do things like that on Sunday. So I am going to try to post the class schedule this week. Like I said, I just got to make sure that I can get with Scott, Dominic, and Josephine and Mary this week. It's going to be hard because we're all scattered across the globe. Mary's in the Boston area, Dominic's in Scotland, and that's where Josephine is, and then you got Scott and Darren there in England, and then so I got to get everybody synced in. So I just got to see where we're all at and get us there. But I think it's gonna be a great time. And those of you who know me, I am going to be teaching energetics. I may do a little more on color and aura photography for you guys as well, since I'm going to have the aura camera as like a little added extra. It just depends on the timing of the classes. I will, my energetics is important though, because I'm going to give a recap of last year so people don't forget. And then I'm going to move into the new part of this year. And so the part 2. So there's 2 parts to energetics. I taught part 1 last year. I'm going to recap that this year, and then I'm going to go into part 2. And this should really help you with your life, with your natural life, so you don't have to be a medium or a psychic to take energetics, because it will help you in your daily life. But if you're a medium or a psychic, it's going to definitely help you with your connection. So we will get you there. And then I know Dominic's going to work with you on your mediumship, and Scott's going to get you into trance. And what I can tell you about that, even if you're not into becoming a medium or a psychic, learning how to sit and get into those deeper levels will help you with your health. It will help you with healing yourself. It will help you in a lot of ways. It's like I said, this conference has something for everyone, but you at least have to be interested in either the healing arts, and then what Mary's going to be teaching is definitely about healing and love and about metaphysics. So again, we have something in this conference for everyone, whether you're a healer, a psychic, if you're a medium, or if you're just curious. There will be something in this conference for everyone, and you're going to meet a lot of wonderful people and make a lot of wonderful connections. So join us at Touch in Eternity. It's June 4th to June 8th in wonderful, beautiful Orlando, Florida. So hope to see y'all. Like I said, we have a good group coming so far, so everything's looking wonderful. So I hope to see many more of you there. We have plenty of space. We rented out the whole ballroom area. So we have plenty of space, so we can take plenty of people. So please join us for Touch in Eternity. So I don't see a lot of people on tonight, so there must be a lot of people out at Lundi, Gras, and I haven't had any comments yet, which is quite unusual. But it is Lundi, Gras, so I took a chance of just coming on tonight, but I haven't seen any comments. I've seen 2 to 3. I think the max I've seen was 3 people on at one time, but no comments. So maybe it's because of my mouth, because I've been running my mouth. But I did want to go over these events, and I wanted it to get out there because when I scan these events, normally I go through them very fast, and I don't really explain what they're about. But I did want to get it out there tonight because I figured it's Lundi Gras, and most people are out or tired because it's been a long weekend for people. We had right now they might last night was Bacchus, and the night before was Endymion, and then tonight is Thoth. So a lot of people are at parades, and they're just tired. And I can't, like I said, I can't see TikTok, so I don't know if I have anybody following on TikTok. But I wanted to get that out there, just about the events. So just a quick, very fast run through, quick wrap up. Because I would do some readings if I had some more people, but I don't have anybody responding, and I need that if I'm going to read. But anyway, this Saturday, grief group. We're going to do lucky candles and talk about grief. Sunday. Oh, there we go. There's somebody. Hey, Lisa. we got one. Finally got me a comment. Hi, Lisa. On Sunday is the sensing class, and then the trip to the old cemetery to go sense. That is Sunday. On March 29th, we have Nacho Dead People in Chalmette at Agave Restaurant. That's Trenny Simmons and I bringing across your loved ones. There's Charmaine. Hey, now people are starting. Parade must be over. Look, 3 people back on. People are finally commenting. So, Nacho Dead People in Chalmette on Sunday at Agave Restaurant right next to the courthouse. And on June 4th to June 8th is Touching Eternity, the conference. You're going to learn one of the coolest things about this one is if you are into psychic art, Josephine is absolutely phenomenal. I met Josephine in Barlo in the Netherlands, and I can barely draw stick people. And Josephine, no parading in my life. Josephine, Charmaine, your trip. Josephine had me drawing people. I couldn't believe it. Well, actually, she said it was spirit had me drawing people, but I could never draw people. And taking her class really brought out the spirit artist in me. And being able to sit in that trance state and just draw was really amazing. It really amazed me over the couple of classes that I had with her, in the short period of time I had with her. What she had me doing was really amazing. And a couple of students that I had told about her are now taking private classes with her online. One of them is going to try to make it to touch her, but she was in an accident, and so she's taking them online with her right now. And hopefully she'll be healed enough to take them, to fly to Orlando to meet Josephine in person and take them in person, because Josephine is truly amazing. And when Dominic is doing mediumship, when Dominic is working as a medium, they have a setup kind of like what I got right now with you guys with the podcast, but it's got a camera down like I did for during the tarot class, and you can see Dominic work. Well, you'll see Dominic working, and you'll see Josephine drawing, and she's drawing either a person or an object, but it's whatever she's drawing is in connection with the one that Dominic's bringing through, which is amazing. And then the picture goes to the person that Dominic was connecting with, which is truly amazing. So it's really amazing to see them work together. So I mean, it really is. So I really hope that some of you get to see it. Let's see, I got 4 here. Let's see. Hi there. Charmaine. Got another high Sid in there. Who is that? I think it's oh no, that was somebody else in the chat. Okay, I was like, I got 4 here and 3 there. Okay, I'm trying to figure out why do I got 4 over here and 3. One was just saying that there's messages are ready to come in. So Charmaine, no parading for you, huh, love? Charmaine, are you in the parish now? Or are you out still across the lake? Let's see if she'll answer me. And I know you were moving around a little bit, love. But anyway, so let's see if she'll write me in the back and let me know. No, that's what I meant. Across, so you're still across the lake. That's where I thought you were, across the lake now. But anyway, so I'm gonna get over there eventually. I'm working a lot now. Now I'm working 5 days a week at the hospital. So that's why it's so hard for me to do anything. I'm working 5 days a week at the hospital and trying to I'm cutting it down to four eventually, but I'm working a lot. Great, great, great. What you taking, love? What you taking? And let me look at you a minute. Let me see, Charmaine. Hmm, why do I see you carrying a ball? Are you gonna go study with your friend? I don't want to put your business. Are you studying? You know where I read at over there. Are you studying that? Are you going to school to study where Trini and I did the gallery at, and then I went and did the event at? Okay, well, yeah. So that's what I wasn't going to put it out there. You did. Are you going to the program at Delgado, or are you going somewhere else? You know I'm degreed in that, right? Before I was a nurse, that's what I was. I was a funeral director and an embalmer. That was many, many, many years. That was over 40 years ago for me. Okay, you're doing it online. Well, where are you doing your practicum? You doing the funeral directing mostly, or are you doing the embalming? Are you doing your Do you have to go somewhere and do your practicum, like where you go embalm, or if you need some help, let me know. I still remember all the fun stuff. Like your face is 5 eyes wide. Do you know that? If you measure from here to here, it's you're 5 eyes across. Say one eye, two, three, four, 5 eyes wide. Not yet. Well, if you need some help, you let me know. You know how to find the do you know how to find the common carotid and internal jugular vein? Let me tell you how to find that. You lay in straight, you follow here. Right here in this little cleft right here. If you need to call me, I'll help you. I'll show you all the tricks, all the landmarks. But anyway, I was good. I was very good in all my science classes. That's why I went into nursing, because I was really good at like science, and so I went in. That's what. And back when I was in embalming and that kind of stuff, it wasn't really paying a whole lot, and so it's when I went into nursing, because I was like, you need to make a living. So I I Charmaine, I see you finishing that, but I also, when I look at you, I can't. Did you ever finish your did you ever go get your reverend? Did you ever become a reverend? Like, did you ever go like to Universal, they call it that universal life, um did you ever get your reverendship? 3 years? Because I see you doing some of that too. Along with, when I close my eyes, I keep seeing you like doing services as well. Like, so you may do more than one thing. Like, you may get the calling to go in and actually do some of the services as well. Because I see you kind of doing both sides of that a little bit. I need to say that when I shut my eyes, I keep seeing you dressed down, like dressed up like in a reverend outfit, and then also like, and then maybe doing like services at the funerals, like, like holding the service itself, and working with families and working with grief and working with those things, as well as doing the other stuff as well. So I need to say that to you. I do. So you may want to just go take up some theology too while you're at it, and get up some of your grief stuff as well. But you're gonna have to read on death and dying. That's part of the course. You have to take that. Okay. Yeah, because I know you're gonna have to do some. Y'all may want to start, like I do a grief group here. Y'all may want to start a grief group on that side as well. we do some really cool stuff at our grief group here. So you may want to do something on that side too. The people who come really need it. I mean, it's an outing. They really are working through some processes, and it really helps. It really helps them move forward and relieve some things. So you may want to really look at that. And I would, like I said, it's I do charge for it, but I give all the money back and plus we we went out, we got out and eat, and all the money goes to the bill. We we've gone out to eat twice already, once for breakfast, once for lunch. When they come to the house, we fix, I cook meals. We have presents we give away. We do activities. We do all kinds of stuff. So I always make sure I spend the money that we get coming in on everybody, and it's always a fun time. Um, huh, seeing something else around you too, Charmaine, while I'm looking at you. You had one, no one came. Hmm. And it's really hard. I was gonna make I was gonna do a meetup with it. Man, meetup, that's a business. It's like $300 to do a meetup. I'm like, for what? I'm like, meetup's lost its mind. Me, you could a couple hundred more. I could go put up a $300. I could go put up a billboard for 3 days on the corner over there. Because $100 a day for a billboard, you know. That's a shame. No one came because people, and the first grief group I did, we had a very large group, and then it went down to like 6 people. Now it's down to like 4 or 5 that come regularly, and it's good. I mean, if the you know what the 4 or 5 that come regularly, it helps, and as long as they come and they are really doing well. I mean, they have let go of a lot of pain. They have let go of a lot of their questions about grief has been answered. A lot of they found a lot of things to try to help move life along. So I mean, and that's what's important, with grief group is it's not you're not going to fix, you're never people don't understand you're never going to take somebody's grief away, but what you learn in grief group is how to build a relationship with your grief. You learn how to build a positive relationship with your grief, because grief is not, we all look at grief as being something negative, but really it's not. Grief is a measurement. Grief is a measurement of how much you love somebody in the physical. And so once you understand that, it doesn't bring the person back, but you start to understand why you feel what you feel. Right. Grief is measured by the love we have for someone. Or as I've learned from someone in the grief group, grief is also by the love sometimes we don't have for someone, and it makes us feel a different kind of way. Because sometimes we feel we should love someone that we didn't, and causes a different type of grief. So, grief group is a learning thing for everybody, including myself, because grief is very personal and everybody's grief is different. So in grief group, we share, and that's what's great, that we share and we start learning about how we all differ, and and how we all perceive things differently, and how but we can learn to start to understand why we feel the way we feel, and why we may grieve one person differently than we grieve another person, though we love them both. You know what I'm saying? So it's really a cool thing. Clock ready, grief. I will have to look that up. I will definitely look that up. Let me write her name down. Let me look in this drawer because that drawer's got a camera attached to it. I would knock the whole camera down and Magni would kill me. But I got pen and paper over here. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I try. I try to help everyone that I can when I can. There's some people that I try and some people I can help, some people I can't. And it's on grief. Okay, I have to look her up. It's a book. Got it down. So I really do. I try to help people understand. My thing that I've learned in life and just through my thing is that when you the best way to try to figure something out is to try to understand it. And I learned that we fear and we hurt from things that we don't understand. And a lot of times, if we try to just understand it, it doesn't necessarily take away the pain, but it helps reduce the fear, and it helps us to maybe comprehend things. And I had to learn that in a very painful way. And because I had a lot of trauma in my life, just like a lot of people. Everybody has trauma. I mean, I don't think I'm special. I don't think that, in nothing, I lived a life like most people. We all have trauma in our lives. We all have things we have to deal with. But the difference in my trauma compared to someone else's maybe is that I tried to go back and understand what happened. Like, why did this happen to me? And I tried to understand the circumstances surrounding the things that created it. And it helped me see things in a different light. And it helped me to understand that the things that happened necessarily was more of a chain reaction. And I'll give you an example in a minute of part of some of it, of the things that I saw. Like in my family, abuse was a big thing in one part of my family, and the abuse carried on in certain chains of the family. And but then the absence of abuse caused some stuff too. So when you feel abuse was the way love was shown to you, and so you continue to abuse because it's what that was the connection. That was how someone showed love, was because you was always abused by them. So you felt that's what you were supposed to do. So you kept doing it to your children, and your children did it to their children, and that and then you had to go. Then I had to go back and understand. Well, why did that first person show abuse? Well, then I learned it was because of abandonment issues, because that person was abandoned. So that person was angry. So they abused, and so that abuser then the children, then that child abused that child. But then that child who was abused didn't abuse those children. So those children didn't get abused, but then these children didn't feel loved because that person who didn't abuse those children didn't get a connection, because that was the connection between that person and their father. You see what I'm saying? So it's weird. So whoo, so, so, it's really weird. And so when you go back and you look at it all, and but then you see what it's done to families, and you see what it's done to people, and you go look at it and you try to understand why it all happened, and you realize that some people just couldn't break the chains, and the ones who broke the chain or tried to break the chains, it took a lot of mending and healing, sometimes generations to heal. You know what I'm saying? It took generations sometimes. Like, you know, um, that is my child. I have a child. I actually have two children. I have a child. Is my child that I'm close to? I didn't abuse it, but how loved does she feel about me? So it's a lot. It's a lot, and you go through life and you just so I tell people, this is your journey. You're only going to have memories to take with you, And none of us are perfect. We're all just products of our environment, and and what we've learned. And we try to do better, but we can only do better by the information and the things that we experience and the things that we see, and the amount of intelligence that we've been gifted with, meaning that we were lucky enough to be blessed with being able to see and experience other available intelligence, because not everybody has that privilege, and it is a privilege, and I will say that. I was lucky. I was able to go to college. I was able to learn true history, which a lot of my siblings all have too, but a lot of my family has not been able to. A lot of my friends have not been able to. I've been able to travel the world. I've been able to see with my own eyes how other cultures live in other places. I have friends from all over the world. I have friends of every shape, size, color, range, whatever socioeconomic phase. And because of that, I understand how a lot of things happen. And being in the field that I'm in, I get to see a lot of things, and I get to know a lot of things. And so when I say that to people, that's why I don't look down on anybody for the way they feel. But, you know, so I understand things. But I love all people. And I think no one should be hungry in any country or continent, because Africa is a continent. But I think everyone, and no kid should ever go hungry anywhere in this world. Anywhere. I'm all about our future, and the children are our future, as Whitney said. But anyway, so I do want to say that. But also, let me not get on that rate, but understanding is a key issue. In order to have empathy for people who are in grief, you have to understand grief. You have to understand that there's many different facets to grief. Like I said, in our group, grief is measured by love, but grief is also measured by the absence of love. Because guilt can also play a big part in grief. It plays a very big part in grief. And it doesn't mean that somebody has to guilt you. You can guilt your own self in grief by a lot of ways. You may feel you've not done enough for your loved one. You may feel you should feel bad because someone's passed and you don't. Because maybe you truly don't understand what grief is. I've met people in the grief group that don't truly know how should grief feel? How should grief feel? What should we be feeling when we feel grief? What does grief feel like? Should grief feel the same for all people? Should people react the same way during grief? There are many different types of behaviors during grief. Some behaviors are the one who always, if someone's in the hospital dying, the one who always goes to the hospital, the one who could never go to the hospital, the one who just runs away and does neither, doesn't stay home, just constantly runs, and doesn't never face the reality of what's going on. There's many of those. The next grief meeting is this Saturday at 11 a.m. my house. So there is lots of different things. This Saturday we're going to be doing lucky candles for St. Patrick's Day, for good luck, and we're going to discuss grief in detail. We discuss grief every time. Like what's going on with each person, like where they are, how they feel, and that kind of stuff. But then we always do some form of activity, or we go out to lunch, or we always go try to do something, or have lunch at my home or something like that. I know, that's fine, honey. We have grief group every month. You can come one of them. Easter month, we're gonna be I would say Easter eggs, but that I don't think $20 will cover Easter eggs. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna do something for Easter for our loved ones. We're gonna do Easter potatoes. No, just kidding. We're gonna dye some potatoes. No. So every month I try to do a different activity, or I'll go do something different. We may meet at the park. We may do something. I don't know. We may do yeah, Easter potatoes. Yeah. So I don't know what we're gonna do for Easter, but we're gonna do something for Easter for the month of April. May we'll probably do something for Mother's Day. We'll probably honor our deceased. Anybody has deceased moms. Father's Day. If June we'll do deceased fathers. In July we'll do something probably for 4th of July type of thing. Maybe something red, white, and blue. I don't know. I try to do something like an activity every month with them, and then we'll you know, we'd always talk about grief, and I'll give a lecture about grief. And we let everybody vent, especially if they're new to the group. They'll talk about, and we'll talk about the importance of getting out, importance of not being isolated, importance about finding support groups and help, and that this is a support group that if you feel like you need to get out and come to the group, and we need it. We need an outing again though. We've been to 2 outings already. I just got to figure out. So what we'll do is probably ask the group for Easter where they might want to go, and we probably will go out somewhere. So I like it when we go out places. Go have some fun somewhere. Maybe we'll go we'll make Easter bonnets or something. I don't know. We'll have some kind of fun. Anyway, guys, I love you guys. I got my niece is staying in this room, so I'm hogging up her room. She can't go to sleep until I'm out the room. So my niece from Norway, my family's in from Norway. So I've truly enjoyed your company, and I thank you for the information. I am going to look up that book. I am also going to share that information with my grief group on Saturday. So thank you guys for stopping in and seeing me. We didn't have a whole lot of people on tonight. That is quite all right. I am okay if I just talk to myself. I love you too, Charmaine. We will talk soon. You guys all take care. Don't forget, Wednesday night, 8 o'clock. This is After Mardi Gras. Alicia and I will be here, and we will be on our podcast, Touching Eternity, the podcast, every Wednesday night.